Namo Bhagavate Devaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashta Prayesho Abhadresho Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavata Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Neshtiki Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Caitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagarajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Shahe Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Anustate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Shatarine Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. So we continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. We are on Canto 3, Chapter 14, text 48. Just one moment. Savai Bhagavato Mahatma Mahano Bhavo Mahatam Mahisthaha Pravritta Bhaktya Hi Anubhavitashaye Niveshya Vaikuntham Imam Vihasyati. That topmost devotee of the Lord will have expanded intelligence and expanded influence and will be the greatest of the great souls. Due to mature devotional service, he will certainly be situated in transcendental ecstasy and will enter the spiritual sky after quitting this material world. So who is this in regard to? Does anyone remember? Well, Kashyap Muni is continuing to glorify, speak the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj to Diti. So there are 3 stages of transcendental development in devotional service, which are technically called Sthai Bhav, Anubhav, and Mahabhav. So this is transcendental development of devotional service. So this is like getting deeper into bhakti. Continual perfect love of Godhead is called Sthai Bhav. And when it is performed in a particular type of transcendental relationship, it is called Anubhav. But the stage of Mahabhav is visible amongst the personal pleasure potencies of the Lord. It is understood that the grandson of Diti, namely Prahlad Maharaj, would constantly meditate on the Lord and reiterate his activities. Because he would constantly remain in meditation, he would easily transfer himself to the spiritual world after quitting his material body. Such meditation is still more conveniently performed by chanting and hearing the holy name of the Lord. This is especially recommended in this age of Kali. So Kashyap Muni is explaining to Devahuti, or he's forecasting what are the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj is going to be. Because he told her, see, your sons are going to be terrible. They're going to be so terrible, they're going to be a cause of problem for everyone. So her heart is like already, oh my God, we are so attached to our children, and if we hear our children are going to be bad, what's going to happen to us? Then she got some consolation that, okay, they'll be killed by Krishna. So she was like, okay, at least thank God, they'll be killed by Krishna. So that is their liberation. They can get liberated like that. They can get mukti like that. So she was happy about that. And she was able to accept that. Why? Because she has unflinching faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Unflinching faith in Krishna, that Krishna is going to kill them, it's good for them. So then, so now Kashyap Muni is trying to, lift her spirits up, that, oh, your grandson is going to be very good. Your grandson is going to be a pure devotee. And he's explaining the good qualities, expanded influence, expanded intelligence, greatest of the great souls. How happy we feel, my child or my grandchild is going to be like that. I feel very happy. So he's trying to also tell something about Prahlad Maharaj to her, so she can also feel happy. Due to devotional service, he will certainly be situated in transcendental ecstasy and will enter the spiritual sky after quitting this material world. So Kashyap Muni is saying that Prahlad Maharaj will be always fixed, will have like samadhi, remembering the Lord. He's our acharya in remembrance of the Lord. He's constantly remembering the Lord. How we have that all the Vedas, all the principles, everything is for what? To always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. So Prahlad Maharaj was constantly remembering Krishna. And because of that, he was always ecstatic. He's always ecstatic, because he's with Krishna. He's remembering Krishna. Remembrance of Krishna is same as being with Krishna. And then, so what is said here? 3 stages of transcendental development. So this is called Sthai Bhav. Sthai Bhav means one understands, I love God. I love him so much. One is in that position, perfect love of God. One is situated in that position, not only knowing about it, but is realized that, oh, I love you, Krishna. Continual, perfect love. That's Sthai Bhav. And then when the devotee understands, oh, I love Krishna in this particular relationship, could be as a peacock, could be as a cow, could be as a sakha, could be as a gopi, could be as a nurse, as a friend. That when the devotee is already understood, okay, I love him in this mood, in this ras, then that is anubhav. Anubhav. And then what is this mahabhav? Mahabhav is visible amongst the personal pleasure potencies of the Lord. So Mahabhav is experienced by Srimati Radharani, the gopis. The highest Mahabhav is experienced by Srimati Radharani. And that's what Lord Caitanya came to show us. He came to show us. So we can see actually love for God, love for Krishna. Once we, it's like getting deeper and deeper. It's not that, okay, this is it. But it gets more sweeter, more deeper, more ecstasy. It's unending. And then, so what to do now? We are here in this Kali Yuga, people. We don't have any, what can we remember constantly? So many times we even forget, oh, where did I keep my glasses? Where did I keep my keys? Then what to do? We don't have good devotion, good memories, good nothing, no qualification, practically. Lord Chaitanya made it easy for us. What he said, just hear and chant. Just hear and chant. And that is how you will and get all this. Love for God. Sthai Bhav, Anubhav. You can gradually, just hear and chant about Krishna. So, and in that way, we can always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. Conveniently performed by chanting. So always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna by hearing and chanting about Krishna regularly. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Any comments?
So you mean Mahabhav means you can see, is it?
Yeah. Visible amongst the personal pleasure.
Visible.
So now we have started reading Caitanya Caritamrta, no? So the more we read on, we are going to see how Lord Chaitanya, wow, how much he loves Krishna and what he's going through and his emotions and all that is visible. So it's like amazing, amazing. And that's what Radharani is feeling. And so he's giving us a window. We are here in the material world. We are getting an opportunity to even hear about these things, see these things. Isn't that amazing? And we might say, why can't I feel Mahabhav? It's the best. I want to feel it. But who are we, first of all? We should feel grateful that at least I'm being able to hear about these things. Here, sitting in the material world, hearing about all this such deep love for Krishna. It's like, we should feel gratitude to be able to even hear these things. Is that okay?
Yes.
Sorry, so Sthai Bhav is like when we just love him in any way, or?
Yes, we have come to the stage of I love Krishna, continual perfect love of Godhead, Sthai Bhav.
Okay.
It's not yet in a particular ras.
Okay, not in any form. You just love Krishna.
Yeah.
But it
So
says perfect love.
It's more. I'm sorry. Perfect. Yes, it's perfect love. Perfect love, and it's more in the mood of Shantaras, I guess.
Like that's the neutral.
Yeah.
Like a flower does, or a.
But actually, because in Golok Vrindavan, even the flower, everything is Madhurya Ras. And the Acharyas, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains that in Golok Vrindavan, even if you're a flower and you have the Shantras, but it's with the sweetness, the Madhurya Ras is there in that.
Okay. So even a flower loves with the like Madhurya feeling.
Yeah,
that's what
that sweetness. Yes. And can you imagine? That's what Lord Caitanya came to give us here in this Kali Yuga. Because if we are just going to go according to the rules and regulations of the Vedas, worship Krishna, and that way we are going to reach up to Vaikuntha, in one of the Vaikuntha planets where Lord Narayan is there, worship him in awe and reverence, but cannot reach up to Golok Vrindavan. But Lord Chaitanya, he is coming and saying, giving us an open ticket. Come to Golok. Take this hearing and chanting. Come to Golok. Yeah.
But it has to be with sincerity, the chanting.
It's perfect love of God. Oh, you mean to say, I'm sorry, with hearing
when
and
you are chanting and hearing, it has to be with sincerity.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes. But then how will we get that sincerity? What does sincerity mean?
Without committing any nam aparad, it is what the sincerity means, or when we have the love
stage,
when we are thinking and we are thanking him, we are loving him. Is it that, or we just remember, we chant and hear? Is that the sincerity means?
Yeah, sincerity is to make a sincere effort. That's all we can do. Just make a sincere effort. And that's our sincerity. Krishna sees that. He knows, what is our qualification? What do we have, He knows. So he's making it so easy for us. We just have to honestly accept our position.
But we get distracted even while chanting.
That's okay. Right? That's okay, because we have been here in the material world for a long time, millions of years. And now we have started chanting barely, just started chanting. So our mind is used to jumping from one material thing to another.
Yeah, like the monkey mind, it's like.
Yeah, yes. But what Krishna says to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita is by constant practice and detachment. Even if the mind is jumping everywhere, it's okay. Just let it jump. You do your work of chanting. What will happen is, suppose you're chanting 16 rounds. Maybe one you heard Krishna. The mind heard that, and the mind got so much pleasure at that moment. The next time when you chant, it will help you to hear 2. because there is nothing beyond Krishna. The mind can find its peace only with Krishna, because there is nothing beyond Krishna. So doesn't matter, the mind is jumping or what to do, doesn't matter. Just continue hearing and chanting. It will, one day or the other, it will. And have that, that mood, that, as you just said, sincerity, make the sincere effort. Have that, Krishna, my mind is a monkey mind, but yet please give me the strength to continue hearing and chanting. Krishna sees our heart, our attitude. That's that's how we can attract Krishna. What's the position of the heart?
That means that we should not try to do anything falsely.
Yes.
Is that what you're meaning? That we should be very happy to accept that this is my position and I want to try better. So help me, Krishna.
Yes. Because Krishna knows our position. He knows, but we are not ready to understand it.
Yes. So we should not give up. Yes.
Don't give up. Never give up. Never give up. Any situation that comes in life, use that as an impetus to hold on to Krishna's lotus feet even tighter. No matter what the situation is, it's a happy situation or it's a sad situation. Okay, I accept it, Krishna. I'm very happy in this situation. I'm really happy. It's because of you. Thank you. I love you so much more now. Oh, I'm trying to love you so much more. We don't love him actually as yet, but we are trying to. Thank you, Krishna. Oh, my dear Krishna, I'm so upset at this situation. I really don't know. It's such a problem for me. I really don't know how to handle it. Can you please help me with this? I'm really, this situation is really beyond me. I need your help, Krishna. I can't do it without you. So whatever situation it is, just each time catch on to Krishna's lotus feet even tighter and tighter and tighter. Just hold on. Yeah, never give up. Never give up. And we are used to, I eat food, so I feel happy immediately. My stomach is full. So I feel happy. We are used to instant sense gratification, especially it's getting more now with our computer, with the internet, I'm sorry. I want to know something before we had to go to the library, open the encyclopedia or, even the Shastras, like, I have to go to the temple room, open my Bhagavad Gita. Here sitting on the desk, I can just type something. I get something immediately. So we are very used to getting something very fast, Internet, imagine if we had now the dial-up connection of 20 years ago. And, now we have this 5G. So how impatient we are getting more and more. Imagine if today, if I give you dial-up connection, how would you feel? You'll say, throw it away. What is this? I don't want it. So, we want instantly, but it takes time. We just be grateful that you're in this process. Just be grateful. That's all I can say.
I think it's an initial process of cleansing, purification. It's initial, it's starting, right?
It's starting, yeah. So let's be grateful. Otherwise, what we were doing before, we just started chanting Hare Krishna. What we were doing before, never knew about Krishna's real position. Oh, yeah, I know Krishna. Okay, when I'm small, okay, I know Krishna. But I really don't know him, I'm just trying to know him now by reading. So we just started. So let's do it with a grateful heart. Very grateful heart, because who are we to even begin to hear and chant? We don't have that qualification, but we are given this opportunity. So let's be grateful for that opportunity, try our best in this situation, and continue with enthusiasm. With enthusiasm. Because if you are enthusiastic, then people will see, oh, what is she doing that is making her feel so enthusiastic? Let me also do the same thing. And that's the best way you can tell people about Krishna. But if we ourselves feel morose, my mind is not listening to me, it's taking so long, what to do? Then we will feel lamentation, that moroseness. Then it just builds on. I'm telling you from personal experience. And that's what I was thinking while chanting today. Imagine, you just said that mind goes here and then, and it's true. And I'm just saying where my mind was today. My mind was, like, I would try to make, what is this? It's taking so long. Why can't I chant properly? Why can't I hear properly? But then it's such negative things, Who am I to even be able to do this? And if I'm going to be so negative, everybody is going to be feeling that negativity. And then gradually, lately I've been realizing, no, that's not the way. It should be a happy process, And who am I to even get access that, you need to hear and chant, get the devotee's mercy. It's just Prabhupada's mercy that we are sitting here. It's totally his mercy. If it was not for him, we wouldn't be here. So I was like, let me just be grateful. And however long it takes, Krishna knows my heart. It's only I'm artificially trying to think, I'm greater than actually I am, I'm artificially trying to think I'm more renounced than I am. But who am I? Krishna knows that. He knows the condition of my heart. Let me just also accept my condition, Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yes. That's why there are certain days, sometimes, I just feel like, what's, why? Like, that thing is, that emptiness is a little void at times, like, Jay said, but my mind is not, concentrating on what I'm doing. I'm chanting, but it's going somewhere else.
So accept it. Don't feel unhappy about it. Accept it. Because that's the truth. When we accept it, then there is nothing to feel unhappy about.
I think then Krishna helps us.
Yeah. I mean, it's because we don't want to accept our position, So we create this artificial image of ourselves. Because we are hearing about pure devotional service, we are hearing about pure devotees, and wow, amazing how they're so fixed. Prahlad Maharaj, he's continual perfect love of God. He's continuously remembering Krishna. Isn't that amazing? And look at me, I'm not doing it. Because then we are putting that comparison. But anyway, how can I compare myself to Prahlad Maharaj? He's a pure devotee, and look at me, who am I? I'm just a conditioned soul here in this material world. So I have to accept myself and then feel grateful. Yes, I've been given, imagine, I'm a conditioned soul in this material world, and I've been given this opportunity to hear and chant. I've been given this opportunity to hear about pure devotees. Oh my God, amazing, how great they are.
So basically, you should be honest to yourself first.
Yes, be honest to our own self. We try to pretend that who we are not.
Not try to pretend. We should be honest.
And when we pretend, that's what makes us unhappy.
That's true.
Because we are pretending to be someone we are not. But if other people know who we are. Everyone else knows. It's only we are trying to pretend to show I'm somebody that I'm not. Because that's in we create our own image. I should be like this. Why should you be like this? Are you like this? I'm not, right? Yes, that's the goal. I can appreciate it. Yes, amazing. It's so wonderful. It's so amazing to be a pure devotee. But who am I right now? I'm just a conditioned soul. I've been given this opportunity to hear and chant.
And be grateful, like what you said.
Yes, be grateful. I'm just a conditioned soul in this material world. I've been here millions and millions of births, changing one body to another, being a body of a dog, an elephant, a worm, a hog, a demigod, Brahma, Indra. I've been everywhere in all these bodies, but somehow or the other, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, I've gotten this opportunity to hear and chant. Let me just grab this opportunity. Don't expect that the mind is going to listen. Because we hear, we think, okay, even I can do it. But of millions of years, what our mind was thinking of, or even in this lifetime, barely we started chanting, right? So the mind is trained, right, by default. It's like a default. But the more we hear and chant, the more we hear and chant, it will happen. And Krishna sees the gratitude. He sees he sees, are we being grateful for what we are receiving? Gratitude for everything. Krishna is giving us everything. He's so loving. We just have to accept that. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
I think this is so important.
Yeah, because, we get, we artificially think we artificially pretend, because we all have a desire to be great, right? That's the reason we are here in the material world, okay? Because we want to be great. And then we hear, so this is our mentality. I want to be great. So we try all our material activities. We don't find that, I'm not great. I have my limitations. Then we come to hear about Krishna consciousness. Devotees, pure devotees are great. Okay, so I can be great in that way. Let me become a pure devotee. And so, but we are not there as yet. So I can pretend to be, and then like that, I can feel I'm great.
Yeah.
So then are we actually looking for Krishna, or are we looking to feel great?
We feel great, yes.
So then we are not actually looking for Krishna then, right?
So then fame comes in.
I'm sorry?
Fame comes in, no?
Yes, great. No, I'm so great. So people are going to be famous. And then what will happen? People will worship me. That's what keeps us here. People will worship me. She's so great. Oh, he's so great. That's what we are looking for, worship. Don't worship Krishna. Leave him aside. Why you want to worship him? Worship me.
So this is one of the anarthas.
For that. I'm sorry?
So this is one of the anarthas that come when you start this, because that is the desire. And if we start accepting, then Krishna will dissolve it, right?
What you'll start accepting?
Like when we start accepting that this is the false thing. No, Krishna, I truly love you. I don't want that.
Yes.
When we start accepting that, then that will be dissolved, because there are so many anarthas, that root that comes up, because it needs to be pulled out of the root. So those anarthas are coming up, right? When we start this process slowly. So this is one of those anarthas that we don't even know about.
Yes.
We just know about the 6.
Yes. So we have to do a lot of introspection, a lot of, why am I thinking? What am I thinking? Why am I feeling what I'm feeling? What is it I want? So I want to be great, but here I have a desire to be great. I've had this desire for millions of years, and here is Krishna. I have to make a choice, So who do I choose? So I have this deep-rooted desire to be great, but I think I better choose Krishna, because what's the use of pretending to be great? Or, I will get worship from one person, 2 people. I'll get a worship from millions of people. But then what's going to happen with that? They're going to die. I'm going to die. I'll get another body. So I'll still remain here in the material world. So I'm using Krishna to become great. Right? So then we have to continuously, that's why we need to continue, just hear and chant. Just hear and chant. All these things will come, they will go. Just use every opportunity to come closer to Krishna. Let me use this to come closer to Krishna. And because then we make a mistake, and then to cover up, we want to pretend, I didn't make that mistake. Why? Okay, I made a mistake. So what? Let me use this opportunity to come closer to Krishna. Now, why should I continue pretending? Now that I understood I made this mistake, okay, I made this mistake. Thank you, Krishna. Let me use this,
And we do make mistakes. It is not that we are perfect. We do make mistakes.
We are in this body. Till the time we are in the body, we have to understand we will continue making mistakes.
Yeah.
That is the sign. The sign of this body is we will make mistakes. We are in illusion. We have imperfect senses and we cheat. So till the time we find ourselves in this material body, we have to accept it. Now, if we pretend that, okay, I'm already liberated, but then again, what are we going to get? Well, what are we actually going to get? Are we going to get Krishna, or again, we're going to be continuing in the same way, thinking ourselves to be great? So then again, we are just using Krishna consciousness to feed our material desires.
And that is that we don't even know we are doing that.
So that's why I'm asking.
Because sometimes we don't even know that we are into that pit.
So that's why till now what I've learned,
God.
Explaining it to you, please don't do the same thing. Don't waste so many years as I have wasted, I hope you can learn from my example. See me and say, I don't want to do that. So I wish.
No, not you, but maybe all of us, definitely, but not you, I'm sure.
So, no, don't say you're sure, because I have done it. And that's why I'm able to speak to you about it. And so that's why I'm asking you to think about it and requesting you not to do it. Because it's very easy. That's what we want. We want worship. We want everyone to worship us. So we are thinking, if I become a pure devotee, people will worship me. At our stage, I can just, because surely there are pure devotees, I can't just say for everyone, but I can just say, at our stage, kind of. So just be honest. Where am I at? Yes, I have a lot of material desires. Of course, I'm in the material world. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. Would I be here in the material world if I didn't have material desires? I would be already in Golok Vrindavan. I'd be singing and chanting with Krishna. So yes, I have material desires. What to do? Let me continue hearing and chanting. At least I'm given this opportunity to do that. So gratitude. Because when we are honest, then we can be gratitude. And gratitude is what attracts Krishna. Be grateful. Radhanath Maharaj always says, be grateful. And when we are grateful, we will be happy. We'll be peaceful. Because then we are able to accept, okay, this is who I am. And that acceptance, that honesty will automatically make us grateful.
True.
And then that is the best way. When our family sees us, anyone sees us, then they will be, we don't have to, you see, who was saying, I think somebody said that preaching is it's just few words, but the example that we show. That's the best way we can reach others. That's the best way. So we ourselves have to first, be honest, accept, be grateful, be enthusiastic. Then others will see our example and they can follow it. And then Krishna says, Yare dekha tare kaha Krishna upadesh, Lord Caitanya says that. Then we are doing it. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing it up, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak about this.
Grateful to you, Shilpa.
Oh, I'm grateful to you. I've read this Srimad Bhagavatam before twice, but I never read all this, and this never came to me. You all are giving me an opportunity to actually read, Honestly, I'm really grateful to you all. Before I'm reading Bhagavatam, I would sleep and couldn't understand actually what's happening. Now I need to be awake. Imagine you all will say she's sleeping otherwise. So I have to be awake to try to read what's being said and to understand. But thank you for your encouragement, Sneha. Thank you always for your encouragement.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here for today. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol.